I am so sorry I left you guys the way I did. Uh, I had a lot of stuff going on in my life over the past year, as I'm sure like all of us have. I mean, that's kind of what the channel became, right? It became a place for anyone who's broken, anyone who had issues. It became a place for all you guys to come to and like feel safe and like not judged by anything. Yeah, I had it pretty hard this past year. My dad has Alzheimer's, and that kind of led to me having a huge spell of depression, and that depression led to me basically ghosting you guys. I hate to put it like that, but that's essentially what happened. Especially if you're not on the Discord server, because if you're not on the Discord server, I mean, I might have replied to your comments at one point, like here and there, but that's basically it. Um, which is really crappy of me, and I want to let you guys know I'm sorry. Yeah, so with my dad and his illness, I've been going over to my mom and dad's house every other weekend, pretty much consistently, and just helping take care of him, whether it's like doing chores around the house or just sitting down watching Top Gun with him, and it's really hard. It's hard to see your dad go through that. It's hard to see him like this man that he used to give you piggybacks, or wrestle with you or play games or go to the movie theater with, whatever it is. It's hard to see that person, um, drift away slowly and become someone different. And that put me through a pretty big spell of depression. I already have like clinical depression, which uh, it's not, and that's the clinical depression isn't even like that big of a deal because once you like recognize it in your head, uh, that's it. Like, okay, like I know, like, okay, it's the second week of the month. Typically, I get hit with a little bit of depression. I'm just gonna be a little bit more tired. I need to find some ways to like engage my brain during this time and like keep myself productive and like just be aware of it, right? But when you get hit with like that real like hard life depression, it's hard to come back from it, especially when it's like an ongoing thing. It's not like it's different with my dad because it's not like he's died. It's not like, I can say, "Oh, I'm glad he's in heaven now. He's not suffering." No, like it is a very, very slow, painful process for the entire family, especially my mom. My mom is super strong, but she gets 2 to 3 hours of sleep at night. It's really, really bad. They'll go to bed at like 9, and then he'll fall asleep instantly, but she'll have trouble sleeping till like 11. Then he'll wake up at like midnight, and then he'll just start wandering around. And if she doesn't follow him, who knows what's going to happen? He could like go drink bleach. Like that's not even an exaggeration. Like he has a really hard time comprehending those type of things. Like it's really hard to explain, like, unless you've seen it firsthand. But yeah, so that all of that to say, that it's taken me like months for me to really settle into the situation, and that forced me to I find ways to escape, honestly. And streaming was not it. It was not it. Especially like I love all of you guys, especially my subscribers, all the people from like Discord, all of you guys. I love you all, especially, the ones who have been there from basically the beginning. It's really tough to get on the weekends and then have people specifically like try to ruin my day. When I'm in like a healthy position, it's not a big deal. I'm like, dude, these guys are kids. Like they're acting stupid. They're probably lonely, they're probably hurt, they probably have issues with their family. They're just trying to find some way to rebel, and I'm their target. Like It's kinda like, I'm like, "Okay." Like, I already know, like, the playbook here, like, it's not a big deal. But when you're actually, like, suffering and in the midst of, like, some real life stuff, like, I just don't see, like, putting myself through that, like, being helpful at all, you know? Whether it's Fortnite, Minecraft, or whatever games we're playing, it's just I'm like, "Dude, like, this is just it's not healthy." Then after all of that, like, even, like, toward the back end of my depression kinda settling down and, like, I acclimated to the new situation, my wife and I had basically a miscarriage. It was an ectopic pregnancy. Not basically, I mean, that is, but she had to be rushed to emergency surgery, and that was pretty rough too. I mean, it was incredibly rough. I mean, not only did we lose a child, but my wife experienced some trauma with that, even like physical trauma. And it was scary for her and it was scary for me. And I just remember, walking into a Walgreens and going back to the pharmacy area, and, you know, I was talking to my mother-in-law, and then after I got off the phone with her, there was an old man standing in front of me, and I'll never forget, like, this feeling of, like, wanting to ask him, like, "Hey, can you be my dad for a second?" And I'm a 34-year-old man. Like, I take care of myself, but it was a combination of, like, I can't call my dad even though he's there. And I just needed some compassion. Yeah. Um, yeah. But anyway, that was really hard. And there was a lot of long nights with me just comforting my wife. Um, and there's a lot of tears, uh, just a lot of stuff to really take care of. And I was even gonna stream one of those like during that time frame. One night I was gonna do it, and then my wife got home from work, and then I kind of like realized, I'm like, dude, I can't do this right now. Like, I can't. I didn't want her to feel like I wasn't available at all times because she needed that, and I know that was the right thing to do, which meant I had to just pretty much stop streaming entirely because I never knew, when it was going to be a bad day. Like, and you never do. Like, you think you're over something, and then things creep up into the situation, and next thing you know, you're talking things out for 2 or 3 hours, which is needed. That's what happens in relationships. You have to take care of each other, and if you don't take care of each other, the whole thing's gonna collapse. So I love my wife so much, and I'm so proud of the person she's become. But you know, I had to take care of my family at the end of the day. All of this to say, though, this led me to a lot of time to think, a lot of time to think, and I realized that I don't enjoy streaming anymore. I don't. I don't. I love you guys. I really do. Like, I love all you guys. But I just don't like it anymore. I don't like the feeling of getting on during the weekend and realizing I'm just not going to have fun. And that was a tough pill to swallow because I put like 3 solid years into streaming. I just don't see myself going back to it, really. I just don't. I I like making videos. I love making videos. And I love I really really enjoy anime. So, as many of you know already, I did start an anime channel like this earlier this year. Just it was to experiment, it was to try to like see like, hey, like how could I build this? And I did take time away from that. I took like 5 months off, but I'm back on it now and I'm uploading again. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to focus on that channel and growing it and having fun with it. And as for this channel here, this isn't like goodbye. I'm actually going to start uploading here too, but it's not going to be about games. I'm really just tired of video games. You know, I was such a gamer in my youth. I really was. It was like an obsession. And now I've kind of gotten to the point that I don't really care too much anymore for it. I mean, like, there are some games that come out like I'll have fun with or whatever, but I'm pretty burnt out. And I don't like if I really honestly sit back and ask myself, okay, let's just say in a world I could get paid to play games 40 hours a week. Right? Let's just say there's a world where I could do that. I guess that would be great, but if I had to choose between that and making videos, I would 100% choose making videos. I just love it so much more. But yeah, so what we're going to do with this channel now is I'm just going to upload content like this. Honestly, this is going to become more of like just like a platform for me to just talk about things that are on my mind. Yeah, and I think that would be really fun because I can talk about like life lessons. The original intention for the Romans channel was for me to share my experiences, whether it's through, abuse, through relationships, through my military experience, whatever it is. It was made for me to share that with you guys. And so hopefully you can learn from those mistakes that I've made. So those things, and for me to also talk about my faith on here with you guys. But I'm not going to put like any effort into it, man. I'm literally just going to be talking. And if you want to comment, Dave, yeah, let's discuss some stuff. Or if you want to just hit me up on Discord, we can talk there. But I'm just so fatigued from gaming, dude. I'm so fatigued. I'm so fatigued from streaming. It's just like I said, it's just not fun like it used to be. And when life hits you hard, it really makes you look at what are the things that you really, really enjoy, because those are the things you're gonna do when crap hits the fan. Like, if you love fishing, guess what? When life gets bad, go fish. Like, that's what you do, you know? And when my life got bad, I ran away from streaming. And like that's not a good sign. So I still liked creativity. I still liked using my mind like that. I still liked, creating things or, exploring ideas and stuff like that. So anyway, that's it. I love you guys. Do good, be good. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll try to upload videos soon. But I really have missed you guys and I love you. I'll talk to you soon.